National Football League, presented by EA Sports. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And some room to work. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. 66 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one. And this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Throwing to start the drive. Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Back to throw, Watson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now Watson. Dancing to his left. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. And they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And to give this time to the tailback. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And he'll give it here to his running back. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. He'll get this out wide to Scott. Touchdown, Eagles. Boston Scott, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On first down, Watson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. Not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Second and 6.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. And they give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Complete. Smith has it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one.
And now Watson throws another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
And Charles, you know, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
Throwing is Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
110 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0.
So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1 play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Second and 21. A lot of ground to cover. Another try after the first down sack. Watson being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And some space here. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Steven Sims Jr., his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Watson. Going up top. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now.
And got his man complete. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play there for Philly. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open it up to even more big plays.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
And that's all about recognition right there because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Here's Hurts to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive
as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Watson. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
A final shot before the break. Watson is going to let this one go deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And now they'll elect to go for 2 and try to cut into this lead a little further before they head to the locker room. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone. So a perfect finish to the half. They get the touchdown on the final play. And 2 more for good measure. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out and take pride in your work and try and put something together here in the second half.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's Watson.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Switch. 25, check 25, check 25, check 52, shift. 24,
now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Now Watson on 3rd and goal. They'll roll him out right. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Texans are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Eagles send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
This is a tough situation offensively because down 3 scores, the field goal kicker's not even going to come into play here. As an offensive play caller, though, you know you have to take chances. This is a time to get creative.
Hey, check back with 9, 57. I'm here. Let's get the 7, 57.
Second down and goal. Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Rashad Bateman, his second touchdown of the night. And the Texans get a bit closer. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. And that's complete. It's Sims. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack.
And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Back to throw again. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Sims. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 10. And an illegal first down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught in the end zone by Jalen Reagor. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Reagor, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
fielded just outside the goal line.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw, Watson. And he comes back with one complete. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A huge play there for Houston.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring, and he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards there on the play as that'll lead to a 2nd and goal. Now it's Watson. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
125 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. On 1st down, Hurts.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
2nd and 10.
He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And down to the 28-yard line.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, Keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 18-yard line. Calling an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. Hurts. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. This to make it a 3-score game later. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. From the end zone, Watson. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Oh, I like this call. I know they weren't successful on it, but so many times defenses load up trying to get a safety when you're in this spot. How about taking the shot downfield, hoping to use their momentum against them? They didn't get it, but I sure like what they were doing there.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
From his end zone, Watson on 3rd and long.
He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
On 2nd and 10, Watson.
He's got it to Collins, complete.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
And this defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd and a yard. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Here's Watson. Touchdown! A great effort there, with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Texans go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points.